another stud right
See,
here.
I just want 2 more piercings on both of my lobes.
All right.
I want to have 3 on both total.
And
I
we
thought
are
about-
live. Okay, once y'all finish what you're saying in a moment, because y'all, the first thing the stream heard was freaking Toasty talking about piercing she wanted. Anyway, hello everyone.
Another stud, so I can
Hello
get those chain
everyone.
ones.
Welcome to this week's VC stream. And I want to know actually from you guys watching as well. My friend, the people said that technically this is a. Would you technically, the viewers, consider this a podcast? I want to know. Technically, yeah, I'd say it is a podcast, but by technical terms, but I don't want to call it a podcast. Anyway, hope everyone is doing good, having a good Sunday. This week's I almost said Parkour Fridays. Parkour Fridays happened last week and everything. I'm gonna try to make sure that there's going to be parkour and VC streams the next 4 weeks, because leading up to that, I am going to be leaving to go to Florida in September. So expect vlogs for that. But I'm here with right now is it's probably going to be a very not short, but small VC stream, because there's only 4 of us here today. I'm doing it early because I have a lot of stuff to do later today. Not a lot, but stuff. Okay, I have to talk about this as the first topic. If you guys didn't know, Rec Room players right now, there's a video contest going on, and a bunch of AO members are part of a project for that. I'm in it as well, but I'm only in it in like one end scene, so I don't have to be there until they film that final scene. So, but they're doing that, and around the time we typically would do a VC stream, so I decided to do it early, and I said, well, let's do it after that, but then I have plans after that, and then we'll do it after that, but then I have plans after that. So, but thank you guys so much for coming along to this week's stream. It's good to be streaming again, man. I took like a 2-week break, almost, from streaming, and wait, actually, the last stream before the Parkour Fridays stream was my security breach ruin stream. Last one I did, that was on August 13th. That's about 2 weeks ago, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So I gotta send out the stream to the Discord and everything. But that all being said, I'm sending this out. Recently, I have a little bit of has-been fan series update. You guys are ready for that? It has an official title now. I haven't changed any of the titles in the videos yet. I know it's called Welcome to a Hell of a Hotel. It's literally what I decided to call it. Even though I held a contest for people to decide, but no one came up with anything that I thought worked. Unless someone came up with that one and I subconsciously just took it.
Probably.
If I did, I'll look back and I'll give that person credit, but I don't think I did. But yeah, so and actually some progress on an episode is currently being done, because there's going to be a song in a future episode that has been already, the demo was recorded, and our person playing the character or doing the singing voice for the character is currently learning the song so they can record it for the actual episode. I really hope I don't have to cut this while I'm cutting the song. Oh, speaking of which, Toasty. Remember how I told you the avatar got taken down again?
Yeah.
I found another one. It's not the same one, but it's not the weird loot avatar that we were gonna have to start using. It's one that's more
It looks
accurate, but
normal.
it looks normal, but it's not the one that we were using. But it's not that different.
I mean, it'll work.
It's better than. Oh, and also it has it's variants of it. One with her arm ripped off. So
Oh.
I thought maybe we could do something with that in the show. I don't know, with that somehow. I really want to talk about some of the story beats of that show on stream that I haven't announced yet, but that's spoilers for the show, and you can't really do that to a show that's not after episodes that aren't released. I probably already said this, but I can say the next episode is that's already been recorded and needs to be edited. Is very nifty centered. So that episode will hopefully come out in the next hopefully soon. I want to try to film the rest of the season. But, oh my goodness, lately.
I had to think about what you were talking about for a second, and then I remembered.
I was talking about the Has-Been series.
I know, no, I was like, what episode did we film that was nifty?
I don't think you were in that episode. Yes,
I
you were.
was.
Yes, you were. You played Rosie in that episode.
It was a crappy Rosie.
Yeah. I realized going back and watching the episodes, I'm
not good at Rosie.
You're not good at any of them, being them. Actually, except for, I say, Lute kind of works, though.
I mean, I do Millie.
Yeah, Millie's your best one. Millie is the best character you play, because I feel like you encapsulate her character. But that's also kind of, because, Millie's, your favorite hell of a character, so... So it's kind of already just yeah, I'm gonna do better with that character because she's my favorite character.
Well,
I relate to her more.
And I personally want to have an episode where Fizzarali and Alistair interact. I think it could become funny moments. But here's the problem. I play both characters.
I can fill for Fizz.
What we could probably...
Dude, I love Fizz.
But here's the thing.
But he's gay. And I'm gay.
Well, here's the thing, though. That's the problem. It's I want to keep most of the voices that have shown up multiple times that haven't been done by different people yet. I don't want... But you know what I could do? I could just record it, have someone else play Fizz for the scene, and then go back and dub over it. That's probably what I would do. That's probably what Oh, I found a better Mammon avatar too. Oh, I also found a more show accurate Verasica.
Oh.
But I think we're still just gonna stick with the one we have. I don't want to change up too many of the avatars we use until season 2. What I want to do is I want to pick out all the avatars that these new ones I found. Okay, we're gonna use these from now on. But I want to how I'm gonna do it is they're all gonna be in the movie. In the movie is how it's gonna Wait, did I confirm we were doing a movie already or in the past on stream or video?
Oh no.
Well, if I didn't, I feel like I have. And that's my main project that I want to get done eventually. Everyone's probably like, wait, didn't you already announce a different movie? Yes! The freaking Welcome to Fredbear's is still gonna get made. Hopefully, I don't want to can it. But here's the thing, it might not be a full hour and a half like I wanted it to be. I want some of my AO friend people to help with the script. It'd be a lot easier. I'm actually trying to script this movie. I'm not the best. I'm good at coming up with the stories and the ideas, but I'm not good at scripting them out. Ellie said she wanted to help with the script. I know you mentioned in the past Ori being good with scripts and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I definitely could use help getting this movie script written.
I can easily do it.
I know how I want the movie to go, but I don't know how to make the scenes flow in written form and everything, you know?
Yeah.
So,
When are
and
we
no,
no continue. No, continue.
that's all I had to say.
Okay. When are we doing the D&D thing?
D&D thing.
Yeah, I talked about that like a couple weeks ago. Like I said, I kind of just like haven't got around to setting it up. I just need to get all I need is literally people to get character sheets made up. That's get the character sheets made up. That's really all I have to do, and get a head count. That's all I need to do.
I can do that.
Because we're not doing it. We're not doing it as a traditional D&D. We're gonna be basically playing by our own rules.
I've always wanted to get into D&D. I was in a server with Naz, but my character was associated with.
I don't know. That's probably not good. Yeah, that's just not.
It's not bad. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying to
I don't know what
relieve the tension from that. You know, I left.
Anyway, but yeah, we're planning on doing a zombie apocalypse D&D thing, which I thought would be a lot of fun. Because I finally thought, like, I always wanted to do like a zombie roleplay, but every time we tried to do one, it always failed miserably and everything. So I was like, well, let's do it as a D&D. That'll be fun. Originally, I was gonna do something. Originally, I was gonna
try to do the roleplay thing. There's no zombies.
Yeah, well, there was a map that actually used to have, but that map is broken that we used to use. We did one zombie apocalypse roleplay years ago with your sister, Ori. It was years ago, and so we always just resorted back to medieval because medieval was always easy to do for a roleplay.
Yeah, the last roleplay I did was, or the only roleplay I've done with y'all is the medieval, and that was interesting.
Yeah,
I was
like
so confused.
The story changed drastically, like multiple times. I'm like, and I decided swung with the punches, man. I just swung.
So did I. I was like, oh, we're doing this now. I'm being kidnapped. Okay.
Okay. Oh, this is the story. Okay, this is where we're going. Oh, I do have some entertainment related news. I can talk about real quick. An example. If anyone is fans of U2's, a line of has-been U2's was just announced that they will be available on the 30th of this month, which I do intend on probably picking up at least Alistair and Charlie. I don't really care. There's 4 figures. There's an Alistair, an Angel Dust, and a Charlie, and a like shadow form Alistair. Which I don't really want the shadow form because it's literally the same exact model, just recolored. I don't really want that. But they said there's gonna be a second wave that will include. All they said is that it'll include Vaggie. That's all we know.
That's cool.
They look. There's also hell of a boss ones. There's the entire main cast. You know, Millie, Moxie, Blitz, Luna. And there's Solus, and there's also a Fizzarolli and a Robot Fizz. But you have to, for the Robot Fizz one, you can only get it if you buy like a double like thing. You can't buy it on its own. You can only buy like this little bundle that comes with the normal Fizz and the Robo Fizz. They're the same exact figure. They're just colored differently, which makes sense because of the character. It makes more sense than a Shadow Alistair figure, in my opinion. At least technically those are 2 different characters with 2 fizzes. Any other interesting I can't. I was gonna bring up all the D23 stuff, but I think we talked about that a lot in the last VC stream. Like Talk Show talked about it for a solid like 20-30 minutes, which I did that in VR chat last time.
I forgot about that.
Which I really enjoyed doing. I've been on VR chat a lot recently.
I know.
He's addicted.
I've only been active as of yesterday.
Here's the problem though. It's so funny. It was like we were on Rec Rooms. Was it Friday? When I got on there, because on both of those games, I have name tags turned off. So
Yeah.
you know how when you open up your menu in VR chat, you press the button on the controller and you can like see everyone's names and click on them.
Yeah.
I tried to do that in Rec Room.
Oh.
Weird thing, years ago, I did the same thing in VR chat. I tried to open up my menu by pressing my wrist to open the menu. So I guess it's just depending on whichever one I spend more time. I don't really spend that much time in Rec Room that much anymore. I don't really.
It's dying. That's why.
I like Rec Room, but I just don't hang out there anymore. The big reason is because one is their moderation system is terrible.
And they're all kids. Everyone is a child at this point. Majority is like children.
The only thing Rec Room is really used for me anymore is I make some videos and AO stuff. That's it.
Yeah.
Which Welcome to Fredbear's, the movie that we're gonna make, at one point was considered to be moved to VR chat. We were going to do that. But I could not find a Fredbear's Family Diner map. At least not one that was good. I found some garbage stuff, but
Yeah.
I went world hunting for about an hour. Couldn't find anything. Found all the avatars I needed. But the only way I could have made that work is if I just used the normal FNAF pizzeria and just said it was the Fredbear's Diner, which I don't think would have been cool. At least in Rec Room, we can build it, which has already been built. Hopefully we can get the that movie finished and everything, and hopefully.
It would be cool if some of us learned how to build in VR chat, because if we were able to move, because every time we try to do a show in Rec Room, you end up getting banned or something goes wrong. I think it'd be really cool if we
could figure out a way
could figure out how to maybe transition our theater company to VR chat. And then we could make a name for ourselves there. And I think that'd be really neat.
We would need people who know 3D modeling and stuff really well. Well, Top knows a little bit.
Top knows some. I guarantee you, Manatee, Top, Russell.
PCs to do it.
I feel like, Russell has a good PC, Top has a good PC, and so does Manatee. So those are our three main builders.
I have good PC, but I don't know anything about modeling.
Those are our three main builders too. So I feel like they could probably learn it and probably do some good damage with that.
Here's the thing about doing it that way, though. Rec Room doesn't really have not Rec Room. VR chat doesn't have an event system like Rec Room does. You can obviously you can make a group, publics and everything. But there's not really a huge, unless you're already in that group public. There's not really a way to get people to notice it.
Yeah.
So if we move, everything would have to just be done as a recording and uploaded online.
Well, I think there would be a way through groups, because if you're in a group, it shows what a majority of that group is doing.
Oh yeah,
and a group event. So I feel like we could advertise it, if we went into Publix, being hey, we're part of this theater company that we're starting up here in VR chat now. We used to work on Rec Room and be hey, if you want to check us out.
How many people will clown on us for doing that though? They'll be shut up, we don't care.
True.
But
also you gotta go to the right places though. That's the thing. Say we were doing a has-been show over there. Go to a has-been
world. Yeah.
Those people are gonna love that.
You're not just gonna go to B Club or like the Black Cat and start advertising
Oh,
things.
definitely not. But here's another thing. You can like go.
Don't go to a
Black
Black
Cat and B Club is just for e-dating and hookups. That's all that people really use that for.
And another thing that would work. A lot of maps, a lot of the popular ones, you can go into like their Discord servers and stuff, and like pay a little bit to like have like a poster or something put in their world.
Exactly.
Like Popcorn Palace. That's a big one right there. Is Popcorn Palace.
The people who took pictures being like, we're gonna stay together forever, and then break up a month later, and now they have a forever picture just stuck in the VR chat world.
I wonder how many times.
A month later?
Like,
No, that's an understatement. That's like a day after.
I wonder how many people have like gone in there, like, and then they break up and they have DM'd the freaking owners, and they're like, "Hey, we broke up. Can you take the photo down from Popcorn Palace?" There's no way that hasn't happened before. There's no way that hasn't happened.
Turns out we weren't
as to make like a
together.
Patreon. We go so far as to make a Patreon to show people, like, if they're actually interested, like, show people little snippets of like our plans.
Yeah, that's.
You could do that now.
I've thought about stuff like that and everything. Because if we can reach the right markets and everything, like doing stuff like that would definitely, and everything that would go to if we started a Patreon for it, everything that goes from that Patreon would go right back into whatever we're doing.
Yeah, and I mean, hell, if my coworker manages to know us, I feel like we could make a name for ourselves in VR chat.
Because like Ori, if you guys saw in a few VC streams back, Ori was actually talking to someone and brought up AO in person. So it would be really cool to try to figure out a way to adapt. I don't want to ever fully abandon Rec Room, but I would not be against the idea of like if we were able to find a way to put shows on in VR chat. The only thing is we would have to find a way to like program everything into the room. That's the only thing. That's is the problem and everything. Rec Room is so easy to do it because you can do everything with the Maker Pen. You can do Rec Room Studio stuff, obviously, but you can do everything you want to do. For Pete's sake, we've been doing it for 4 years. Almost 5. Oh my goodness, we're almost through this year. I'm gonna have to start planning the Tonys soon.
Already?
We do the Tonys in February. That's only like a handful of months away.
Dude, that's why that was my first show.
2,
or like first
3,
performance kind of a thing.
4, 5. Okay, it's about half a year away, actually. Never mind. It's about half a year away.
6 months.
Yeah.
Can we please keep it back? Almost every time at Tony's. Okay, look, all I'm saying is I despise Tony's for.
Keep in mind, before you say anything, we are live. I don't know if you know that.
I'm fully aware. I wasn't gonna say any swear words, but I was gonna say I despise Tony's for one reason, and because for some reason.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm talking.
Oh, I can't hear him. Give me a second.
Anyways, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. Well, I was already about to say a curse word. I despise the Tonys for one reason. For some reason, every time we do it, one of my number one oppositions is always an AO somehow. They always come back. No matter how many times we say, "Oh, we ain't gonna let that person back in," they're back somehow.
I think they're gone for good this time.
Yeah, those. I'm not gonna talk about who they are or anything on stream, but we're gonna. That's not gonna happen. People, we do gotta get new folks.
No,
we do gotta get new folks.
No, somehow Ori becomes my number one op, and he's there. He's like, well, shit. Oh well.
But
I feel like we've gone too close.
I have. Hopefully, if things according to plan, this year for the Tony, or I guess technically next year for the Tonys, I don't want to repeat any songs. I don't want to repeat anything we've done from previous Tonys. And like, cause like last year we did Dead Gay Son again. I think we did something else we've already done before too.
Dead Gay Son where Vic and Talk Show make out.
Yeah. It was the best one.
That's the one thing I remember from that. It's the only thing I remember from that performance.
Here's the thing that surprises me when I talk to some people that actually really enjoy our shows. There are so many requests to bring back certain productions. but I know a lot of us want to do different things and new things. So I'm
totally okay
oh,
with doing Heathers again.
oh yeah, that's what I want. We haven't brought that back yet. I'm saying people have asked about shows.
Yeah, because it
already
took us a
brought
year
back.
to do it.
There are people that have asked us if we're gonna. I was like, hey, are you gonna do this again? And I'm like, no, we've already revived that twice. Actually, 3
Dude,
times in Beetlejuice's case.
Dude, I would love to do Heathers.
We intend to. I think that's what we're doing after our revival of Shrek. Is my plan.
If we ever make it through Has-Been.
Yeah.
We haven't rehearsed in like 3 weeks.
It would also be fun to do Mean Girls as well.
Mean Girls is one I had on my list. We were originally gonna do it this year, because I wanted to tie it in with the release of like the movie adaptation of the musical. Because what made sense, right? But like we didn't. Obviously, that didn't happen.
Dude, I feel like I want to be a Mean Girl. Like I want to be Regina. I want to be that blonde, that dumb blonde.
I don't even know what Mean Girls is.
But there's so many shows I want to do. Like we're not gonna be able to do it just because of how long Has-Been's taking. I was really hoping for October. Because a lot of people was like, oh, Sweeney Todd's something I want to do one day.
I want to do Sweeney Todd. I love Sweeney Todd.
I want to do Sweeney Todd one day because I think it'd be really cool to do, especially like building and all that freaking the chair thing and figuring out how to do that. That would be cool. I love new ideas and everything though. I want to do newer stuff like. Okay, who here knows the movie from the 80s, The Outsiders?
I do.
I
Okay,
don't.
y'all,
Familiar.
y'all know that just got turned into a musical recently, right?
No.
Are we gonna do
did.
by chance? Are we ever gonna do the Stranger Things parody?
I would love to do Stranger Things. That was awesome. That is something I can
That
talk
sounds
about.
fun.
Okay, so there's a Stranger Things parody musical that had an official pro shot released. If you have Broadway HD, which is a Broadway streaming service, and so I literally bought 1 month of that just to watch that musical. It was me, Victor, Toasty, Manatee, Spirit stayed for most of it. Who else? Juan, were you there?
I mean, Spirit was technically the
Yeah.
whole time because
I was.
we swapped over to the VC to continue
yeah,
watching it.
Yeah, but he left in like about and there was still like 40 minutes left. I think there was. But I'm telling you, this is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. But if you have not seen that musical, go get. It's worth it for a 1 month. Just get a 1 month subscription to Broadway HD and watch it. It is so good. It is. You don't even have to be a fan of Stranger Things to enjoy it. I'm not. I know Victor, while we were watching it, he said he wasn't. Like I've only seen like a handful of the episodes from season 1. That's all I've seen. But like it's just funny. It's a funny musical. And it doesn't take itself too seriously. It's literally making fun of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
So if we do that one day, I want to actually build a theater that's like how it was. I want to do it with like the audience around us and we're in the center. I want to do it like that. I don't want to put it on a stage like we normally would.
I would love to do like a performance where I get to interact with the audience.
I want to do more stuff like that because obviously, okay, with Has-Been. Did I spoil this?
If you want.
I spoiled the thing I'm planning on doing in between the songs.
Spoil.
Okay, so in between the songs, so we can have a little bit of branching the story together. Alistair is gonna be basically telling the story. And I'm gonna have Alistair interact with the audience quite a bit. Kind of like what we did with Beetlejuice when our last run of Beetlejuice. which people loved that.
Like how Alex Brandon would like interact with the audience.
Yeah.
That's right. You weren't in AO yet. Yeah, that's what we.
I still.
But
I
you could
remember
ask,
how many times.
you know,
I mean, you showed me the map. You showed me the Beetlejuice map.
yeah, but you didn't see the actual performance.
No, I did not.
Anyways,
I'll let Vic say what he wants to say, then I'll say what I was gonna say.
I was gonna say, I remember there were so many times where VTR got mad at me because I indirectly tried interacting with the audience.
Oh. Well,
Like, what-
I'll get to my story in a minute. I remember one time during MWCA.
Yeah,
Literally,
I tried to gesture as Ferb, and he got
There's-
mad at me for
There's
it.
literally a scene where we had Phineas and Ferb right on the edge of the stage, and freaking Vic is literally like just dabbing up the audience. I'm like, you doing? Don't do that.
Right.
Hey, I bet if those people that dabbed up, if they for some reason remember, they would have said that's the best moment they ever had was dabbing up Ferb.
Hey, you
Black
gotta
Ferb.
admit though, freaking Phineas and MWCA was one of our most successful productions.
Yeah.
For Pete's sake,
Yeah.
remember at the end of the freaking show when like the big final dance number at the end, freaking the audience was going ballistic, dancing, and it was awesome. I loved it.
Yeah.
You were saying something, Ori?
I still have access to the DMs of MWCA.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
all the different conversations.
yeah. I want, and if y'all see this, the MWCA, everyone, if y'all see this, ever, I want to revive it, and I want to give the cast a like if they were up for it, I would love to give them a VIP show of our performance. I would, but here's the thing: if we ever revive MWCA, I want to revise the sets. I want to make them better and everything.
Yeah.
Because the ones we have for MWCA,
They ain't the best. to say
they
the
ain't
least.
the best. I ain't gonna lie. They were, especially the one for the basement in that one song. But we were doing our best because we were adapting technically a virtual parody.
Basement song. What
Yeah,
song
it's
is
the
that?
one with Jeremy and Candace.
Oh.
They're fighting the agents.
Oh yeah, that was a basement.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a basement.
I didn't even know.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was definitely something you know what? I know a good time, this might not even happen, but a good time to revive MWCA would be when these new seasons of Phineas and Ferb start. It would be a really good time to revive it. Because like people's minds will be on Phineas and Ferb.
For real.
But anyway, I was gonna say earlier, after every show of Beetlejuice, this last run, oh, my voice was destroyed because I would a good chunk of the time I was doing the Beetlejuice voice and everything, and oh my goodness, my voice was so hoarse and everything at the end of it, and like that's something I'm glad we stopped doing multiple shows in one weekend. Because like doing that multiple days in a row. Wait, did we do multiple shows in a weekend with that product?
I think we did.
I don't
I think
remember.
we did. We might have.
But yeah, that's definitely something I want to. I know a lot of people here want to do one day is Back to the Future. If everything goes according to plan, I'll be going to see Back to the Future next year because I'll be on tour. So if everything goes according to plan, I'll be going to see it. All right, I'm gonna ask everybody this: if there was a must-to show for AO to do, what would it be? Ori, can't be something we've already done.
Wants to do AO show.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the Lightning Thief would be fun.
He was
I
not
have
pleased by that answer.
I have a love-hate relationship with that musical just because the main dude
Why?
that plays freaking Percy and that is annoying.
Don't
But he
assume.
sounds good on the
Okay,
soundtrack. He sounds good on the soundtrack though. He does
That's
sound
all that
good.
matters.
But like, yeah, that is all that matters. Obviously, we don't use the actual show audio or anything. But like that dude was. I remember it was like, oh, they turned Lightning Thief into a musical. That's cool. I looked at it. I was like, oh, these songs are pretty dang cool. And then I watched a little recording like that I saw one of them. I was like, oh my goodness, this dude is annoying as heck.
dude. What's it called? I honestly really would like to, because the Lightning Thief is my favorite fantasy story, hands down. Like, I love Greek mythology and all that, and I would really like to do that musical. I think it's really good. And your opinion on an actor?
Oh, I'm not a change by saying wouldn't do it because of that.
Okay.
It's not like
it's not
like a reason. No, it's just because it was on that show in general. It wasn't like it's just because like that's the thing I have about that show and the official cast for it. The songs and stuff are great. The thing is, the dude when he's singing on the album sounds like a completely different person. When he's talking and acting, he sounds like a completely different person. But yeah, I would not be against that because that show. I've seen video, like that show has like all like no sets pretty much, so we could take like literally so much creative liberty with that.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good one. So let's put that in our back pocket, and maybe save it for another day. Who knows? Another thing. Okay. Well, I'll say, Vic, what about you?
Can you put me at last? I'm still looking at musicals. I don't know.
Okay,
He doesn't know musicals.
Sure,
a Steven Universe one.
What's that?
Steven Universe the musical.
Oh, don't remind me when we try doing something like that.
You mean adapting the movie for
Yeah.
We attempted that a while back. It was a secondary production we were doing during our first run of SpongeBob. But it didn't fall. It didn't go through. It's because I think
every song by heart.
Yeah, here's the thing about that though. That movie only has like 5 songs. So it would be a super short production. We'd have to actually implement like in between acting and everything for that to make the show actually a length show.
Hey, I wouldn't be against that.
Well, I want to add actual vocal acting in the shows. I want to. And this is my goal for AO. I want to make an original musical. Like, the songs don't have to be original. We can make parody songs. I don't care, but I want an original story musical. Like, the songs can be parodies, kind of like how MWCA does, where it's like literally parodies of existing Broadway songs. But like, I thought, like, wouldn't this be neat? Like a fictionalized version of, like, have you seen the movie Weird? It's that fictionalized story about Weird Al Yankovic's life. Have you seen that movie? Well, yeah, I want to do something like that. But for like a fictionalized version of AO's origins. I think that would be cool. Not AO's actual origins, but a fictional version of AO's origins, because AO's actual origins isn't that interesting. It's literally just,
hey, let's do this.
World was shut down. People couldn't go see Broadway. I decided to bring Broadway to VR. That was literally it.
I think it'd be interesting. Music. It's like I'm a funny. So actually, never mind.
All right. Anyway, back. Toasty, do you have something to be a must do for you?
I have like 5.
Well, Ori gave 2, so you can give as many as you want.
Okay. Cabaret, Wonderland,
Ooh.
Something Rotten, Falsettos, And one of the best musicals ever, Waitress.
I've heard of
I have so
two
many,
of
bro.
them. I've heard of 2 of
What have
those.
you heard of?
Wait, have you guys
have
ever
you
done
heard
Little
of?
Shop of Horrors?
I've heard of Waitress, and I've heard of, I think that first one you said.
Cabaret.
All right,
Ooh,
I
Cabaret
just
would be
okay,
so
I just think it'd
good.
be interesting to see how y'all would do Cabaret. Cabaret is a
I
really old musical.
I know my
For
answer
sure.
now.
All right. Well, before you say yours, I heard Ori mention Little Shop. That is one I do want to do one day. I think it'd be.
I
I think it would be a
love
lot of fun.
that musical. I
My
love that musical so
my ma-
much.
Here's my thing though.
Sleep.
Here's the thing about that's gonna be difficult with. It's picking what soundtrack to use because it's been done and revised a different
I think
time.
it's the oldest one.
I don't think I want to use the oldest one because obviously
The original is always better.
but
I feel like the older one's the best one.
I'd have to go and listen, but that's probably what I would actually go to. Because most of my knowledge of freaking Little Shop is from from the movie. With what's the dude's name? The actor. Rick Moranis. With Rick Moranis in it. I love that movie. I love that movie.
Really good movie.
Yeah.
Movies?
See, that's one that's on the not gonna happen list. Not because it's bad or anything. It's not the same reason why freaking Cats and freaking Hamilton are on the never gonna happen list.
Well, Cats is awful.
Oh, Cats
is the worst musical.
That's why Cats is on my no list.
I haven't even seen it, and I know it's bad. I saw the trailer, and I said, hell no.
Oh no, I don't like the musical in general. I'm talking about like the original, like the original Broadway thing. I don't like that either.
There's an actual like musical for the movie.
Yeah, that's.
See, I never heard of it until the movie, and I saw the movie trailer, and I was like, as a cat lover, absolutely not.
But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, news is why I wouldn't do. I really want to, because that show is highly reliant on massive dance numbers. And you can do dance numbers in Rec Room, but not to the extent those dance numbers are in that show. That's the reason why it's on my no list. Hamilton, I've already explained why Hamilton's on my no list. It's just because the entire show is singing, and it'd be literally the entire show performed if we did it. Which would, I think most people here would hate.
I would.
Anyway, Vic, what was your one you want to do?
You won't believe me when I say this, but there's an actual Danganronpa stage play.
What? Wait, is it a musical?
Honestly, I don't know, but I saw snippets of it, and it is so god awful, but it's so funny. It's like I don't even know if they even take themselves seriously because it's not in English, but it's funny. That's my only reasoning. It's funny.
It'd have to be a musical. It would have to be a musical.
We can take creative liberty. We'll have someone singing about one of the characters' deaths easily, and we can have you sing about Sayaka since you cared about it so much.
Ah, shut up.
Oh my god.
Yeah. On. What about you?
I'm not sure. It's not something I could. I don't know.
Well, obviously, I don't really have to say because the shows that are picked come down to me to begin anyway. So, but let me think of one that I really want to do.
Hellzone, maybe.
There's not enough narrative flow for a hell of a thing. That's why I only performed there's not enough. Has been works because there's a narrative flow.
Since I was talking about Danganronpa, when are you gonna start that again?
I do need to start streaming Danganronpa.
I
It's been
once you beat if you enjoy the first game, I swear I will buy you the second one because in my opinion the second one's the best one.
Oh, I plan on playing all of them, including including those fan games you told me about.
Oh yeah, another.
I plan on playing them all
They're good.
because I'm really enjoying the first game. I'm really enjoying it. And
No, I just want us to continue because chapter 2 is.
And when I finish the
something.
anime, when I finish the first game, I'm gonna watch the anime because only because like,
boy.
your reasoning doesn't make sense to me. You said you didn't like the voices, but the same exact voice actors from the game.
Well, one, it was the voices, and two, they were trying to put like 10 hours of like content of a video game into like 1 hour of anime, basically. Like they missed a lot of like key plot points.
I'm still curious to check it out. See,
I liked the anime personally.
Don't say nothing about it.
I enjoyed it.
I still haven't finished the game. I don't want no spoilers. Besides the few things I already know. Besides the few things I already know.
There's some characters not in the anime though.
Is the fat guy not in the anime?
The fat guy's in the anime.
Dang it! I don't like him! If you watched my Danganronpa streams, that guy gives me the creeps!
Who gives you the creeps more, the fat guy or the goth chick?
The fat guy. She gives me the creeps too, though. The goth chick, how much she freaking... she weirds me out too. I'm like... And freaking... every time Sayaka would be like, I'm psychic, I'm like... what? Are you messing with me?
Clearly she wasn't psychic. She didn't see that one coming.
Well, yeah, clearly she wasn't psychic.
I have great intuition, however...
However, I died.
However, murder plan goes wrong.
I was looking...
I don't know why.
Let's see how
I don't know why
it's
this
been
reminded me
since
of some random, like, is like, you know those, like, cringe-ass, like, YouTube, like, clickbait thumbnails? Psyche just makes a YouTube video, attempted to kill Leon, goes wrong, I fucking died.
It's literally been a month since we've done Danganronpa. It's been a month.
Yeah.
Like to today's date, it has literally been a month. Last was on July 25th.
So basically, you need to start it again.
Yes, I do. The last stream was 3 hours long because it was during the freaking
It was the class trial.
And I think for those streams going forward, I'm gonna try to keep them. They gotta be longer episodes. An hour is too short for that game. Their streams now, if they were making them videos, they could be edited down and everything, but and they do well. Those streams do well.
Precious.
People love Danganronpa.
Welcome to the show.
Hi, Precious. It's been forever.
Toasty,
I know.
check your DMs.
I'm in my new house.
Oh yeah, why don't you show it off to the stream?
Right,
Dox yourself.
So I used to have like a really tiny room, right? Like
My room
this
was tiny
was-
too.
Well, yeah, if you've seen any of the past VC streams, you would know what his room looked like.
my room was tiny, right? Now
The entire room.
just like this, like 3 foot 3 by 3 square feet is my entire setup. That would take up 1/3 of my room.
Hey, and you've got room now to do any standing up VR over there.
Yeah, I do.
Oh my god, do you still dance?
Of course, I still dance.
Are you
Okay.
getting back into that now that the school year's starting up again?
Yeah, I started dancing already. I have some boxes and stuff I have to take care of still. Well, they're just empty, really.
Let's ask Precious the question.
I also have a walk-in closet now.
I
That's pretty nice.
guarantee you I know her answer, though.
I think even I know it.
If there was one
What's up?
musical you really want AO to perform, what would it be?
BTR, you know this.
I know. Did you say it?
Hairspray.
Yep, I
knew.
knew it.
That's a good one. That's a
Number
good one.
one.
I knew that.
That's a
Hairspray.
good one.
She's really mad at me though for that though, because I said if we ever do it, it will be the Broadway soundtrack, not the movie.
I don't mind as much anymore. It's fine. But I have to be
We're
Tracy.
just saying that
Good
right now
God,
because they're on a
please,
certain substance.
please,
I would
please,
cry.
Tracy.
You know how funny it would be just to not give her the role, just to be a jerk. I would.
A Dirk.
Bruh,
A Dirk?
I would die.
What the hell is a Dirk?
Did I say Dirk? Did I say Dirk?
Yeah, you said Dirk.
BTR, I'm
Yes.
so
Dirk.
I'm so glad that you told me about the Hairspray show happening near me. That I actually got to see that in person. That was tight.
Well, you're welcome for that. And I got to see my favorite musical of all time in person too. So
Yeah, Beetlejuice.
yeah, and hopefully if everything goes
Right.
according to plan, like yeah, it was Beetlejuice. And hopefully if everything goes
No, it was
according,
Japanese Death Note.
if everything goes according to plan, I would love to see that in person. I don't even care if I can understand it. I would love to see that.
Oh, do you got plans to go see the new movie already?
Oh, obviously I'm going to see Beetlejuice, obviously. Actually, I'm not going to see it when it comes out because me and Talk Show agree we're going to go see it while I'm in Florida. So it'll be like about almost a few weeks after it comes out when I actually see it. But yeah, and bro, I'm telling you, this might annoy Talk Show, and don't tell him I'm gonna surprise him with this. I'm wearing my Beetlejuice cosplay to go see that movie.
He's gonna be so pissed off at you.
I know.
He's gonna
And
be so mad at you.
care. And I don't care.
He like
Oh
might
my
even
God, that's
refuse
getting
to go to the movie with you. Like
Are
I
they
feel like
actually gonna have that crazy popcorn bucket they're
Yes, because
advertising?
the movie theater we're gonna go to is literally a Regal, and that is being so. I do not care if I have to freaking have my own. I want that popcorn bucket so bad, and you know I like popcorn buckets. I have a whole bunch of them.
Dude, I am so getting that popcorn
I
bucket.
want that popcorn bucket so bad. Don't get me wrong. I've seen a little more clips of the from the trailers and stuff. The more and more I see it, the more I'm like, oh my gosh, Michael Keaton's old. he is too old for this role. I'm sorry. Like, I'm glad he's the one doing it. Don't get me wrong, but he is too old for this role at this point.
I remember when Talk Show was here, we went to go watch a movie as well. It was the new Despicable Me movie. That's right. It was the new Despicable Me movie. Despicable Me 4.
I haven't even watched that. I don't really intend to. I'm not in a rush to watch it.
It's really not all that great. It's kind of mid.
I heard though. Here's the thing that's funny about that. I heard the one that came out before the Minions Rise of Gru was actually pretty good. I heard that movie was actually pretty good. I didn't even see that though. I heard it was pretty good.
Gru as he was a kid.
Yeah. I heard that one was pretty good.
Yeah, that one was good. But Minions 4 was mid.
Oh yeah, it's a freaking, and you already know they're gonna make a 5th. That's a money marketing. That's a freaking.
Me 4 is. Yeah.
It's gonna for month. Me 4, and you know that movie made money.
Like, I was honestly a little disappointed. Like, it's not terrible. I just wouldn't watch it again.
I couldn't be disappointed in a movie I had no hopes in.
But
I had literally no hopes for that movie, so I'm not surprised it was because 3 wasn't good. 3 wasn't good.
Despicable Me 3. What was it? Oh, where he meets his brother.
I went and seen Grease and Dirty Dancing at the drive-in theater.
We don't have a drive-in here, so screw you.
Oh, it was awesome.
Either. There's a drive-in.
I went a couple times when I was like little.
There's the
only drive-in was in California.
Drive-in.
Yeah, you ever been to?
Ever since COVID, freaking drive-ins have been making a resurgence, and I really want to go to one. I've never been to a drive-in. If I'm ever
See,
somewhere
if you would
on
have
a
came to Colorado,
if I'm ever on a vacation or anything, and there's a drive-in theater there, I'm straight up being like, oh, I'm going.
They're really not that
there's a lot of
special.
potholes. It was kind of ghetto, but it's okay. Last year was
It's
supposed to be their supposed last year of running, but then they opened again this summer, and everyone is like, ah.
what it is it's just a big grass patch field with a screen that they have a projector for, and you bring like your own food and everything like that, and you just park your car and open the
So
back and just sit in the
iconic,
back.
Sit in the front, whichever you prefer.
Wait, do they not?
I just
wait,
want to
do-
recreate the scene in
do
Greece.
they not?
Okay.
Do they not have the freaking things that you put on your car anymore? Is that not a
What
thing
things
anymore?
No.
you put in your car?
They used to
You
have
have to use your own radio.
Is what?
You have to use your own radio. They cast it on a certain radio station, and they tell everybody, "Oh, this is the radio station.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the movie audio."
What? That is awful.
That's just how like drive-in theaters are.
But yeah, that's I
Yeah.
mean, as long as I've known, that's how.
I always
work.
saw like there was this thing you put on top of the car.
No.
Maybe
Yes!
back then, when like
That's
they were
all
like
I knew.
more lively.
That's all I knew. I remember hearing things about the radio, but like, oh my goodness. I know back in the day, I don't know if there are any of them now, but there was an area like actually where you could sit outside and watch back in the day.
I went to this drive-in a couple times when I was a kid, and I wanted to go again to experience it one last time before it probably goes away forever, because that shit's so run down, and the potholes and roads over there are so bad, and they're not trying to do any maintenance or anything.
I would love to go to a drive-in, but now that I know I have to like tune to a radio station, that kind of.
I want to go to one once in my life so I can recreate that one scene from Greece.
Stranded at the drive-in, branded a fool.
I remember, what was it? A YouTuber I watched was talking about like in 2020, because a bunch of them were opening up in 2020 because like movie theaters obviously couldn't be like, but like obviously breaking a drive-in, obviously no one was near each other, so you were in your own car and everything, so they could do that. But he's talking about, I think he said like, what was it? I think he was like he watched freaking Jurassic Park, which I would love to watch Jurassic Park on the big screen, which my local theater has shown it quite a few times. I just never gone to watch it on the big screen. I'd love to watch Jurassic Park. There are so many movies, like for Pete's sake, so many people looked at me crazy when I went to go watch Shrek 2 on the big screen, and I'm like why are you doing that? Watch that at home. I was like, because it's one of my favorite movies of all time, and I want to see it on the big screen. And it is.
Because he's a weirdo.
I can sit. No, here's the thing. I sat and watched that movie on the big screen, and like laughed at so much stuff watching it. And if I would have watched it at home, I still would have thought those things were funny, but I wouldn't have laughed because I've seen it so many times. It's the theater experience adds to it. Everyone thinks like I go to the movies just because like, oh, I want to see the new movie. No, I go to the movie theater for the theater experience. I like walking in, smelling the popcorn, breaking going in, getting your food, everything, sitting there watching the previews and everything, all that stuff. Like the movie theater experience is one of my favorite things in the entire world. I love it. That's why anytime a movie is re-released that I'm a huge fan of, I try to go watch it on the big screen. I was so mad about this because this is right before everything shut down for COVID. The Steven Universe movie had a one-night theatrical release. And it got canceled because I'm like, oh, I really hope things don't get bad. I hope if things are gonna get bad, they get worse after I go do that. I was so.
I had like just bought a VR right before COVID started. Like right before COVID started, I just bought a VR and discovered what it was on Amazon. I didn't even know anything about it. I just seen it. It was very popular on Amazon. And I was like, oh, I'll get that. It looks cool.
But I was freaking so hyped for that because I already watched the Steven Universe movie after it aired on TV multiple times, like in just the span of about like a week or two. I'm not even gonna lie, because I really liked the movie and everything. And when I've learned that I could see it on the big screen, I was like, oh, that's gonna be so cool. And they were gonna show an episode of freaking Steven Universe Future that was airing at the time at this on the big screen before it aired on TV. And I was like, oh, that's gonna be so cool too. But it didn't happen. And it never got. I was hoping when like the normal movie theaters are opening back up, I was like, oh, they're gonna reschedule this, right? And it never happened.
That sucks.
Now my local movie theater, you can go and you can rent out the whole theater and bring your own movie and they'll play it. And everything. So
It's
I want to.
You didn't get to go to graduation.
Yeah, I did get a traditional graduation though. It just wasn't the official one. It was put on by a bunch of parents and everything.
Yeah.
How we were able to do that, I have no idea. But also,
so your class of 2020.
And we were also still able to do prom. But the school couldn't have any association with it. It was also put on by a bunch of parents. But I guess that wasn't no problem because I guess it was before like the full like lockdown was already a thing, but like I think it was before like they started saying no big gatherings. It was just stuff being closed. I guess because there were cops like at the prom, like.
Oh.
And everything. So I thought to myself, how are we able to do this? Like, how are we allowed to do this? Like, it was legit a thought that came across my mind.
I was class of 2019, so I got the shebang.
Yeah, my sister just graduated this year, my little sister. And
I know you posted it on YouTube.
I was
they say your full name and everything.
I was messing with her and everything, and I was like, "You got what I didn't. You suck." Like it sucked, yeah, but I wasn't that upset about that. I was more upset about not getting to do my senior choir concert. That's what I was upset about. And then the first year my sister was in choir, they did a choir they took the song that was dedicated for us, for the seniors, because that's what he does every year. There was like one that was dedicated for the seniors, and sung it. And that current choir for that year, they sung it dedicated to us. And they literally like invited everyone that was in the seniors from that year to like, hey, come to this choir concert and everything. And we did, and I did, and they had a little section literally for us seniors from that year. And they were like, it's like right before they started, like, we know a lot was taken from the seniors that year, including this concert and everything. And then they were like, well, let's. They pointed us out, had us stand up, and listening to them sing the song for us and everything made me tear up. I was so emotional. Like, It's the song, the openings, A Million Dreams from freaking The Greatest Showman. That's why that song is so important to me because of that. And every time I listen to it or sing it, I kind of get a little emotional and everything. But that song is super, super important to me. I got all sappy. We can see your phone, Ori. Wait, you didn't show anything that couldn't be on stream, did you?
No, it's my senior photos. I just got them.
Oh my goodness, I hate my senior photo. Okay, so my hair was kind of sticking out in my senior photo, and they told me they were going to edit it and take. And I was like, can I retake that? And they're like, no, we're gonna edit it out and post and everything. It's not gonna look like it's sticking out like that. I was like, oh, okay. Then I wound up seeing it in the yearbook. I'm like, y'all didn't do that.
No,
Y'all didn't do
I'm
that.
in a
My hair
professional
is.
photo shoot.
So you can fix it with AI.
I would
Like
kill
not
them.
for yearbook. It's like my auntie, she's a professional.
But that's not even something you would. If you used AI to fix something that simple, you are lazy. That is a simple thing you can easily fix. A hair, like a little bit of hair is like hanging out like that. That is such an easy photo fix. If you are that lazy to where you have to use AI to fix that, you are that's terrible. If you are that lazy to where you're like, oh, I'm just gonna use it, like that is so lazy. It is such a simple fix. Like it's a simple layering thing and everything. Oh my god! Don't get me started. Don't get me started. It's gonna turn into a whole rant. Kermit.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. I just saw Kermit on the ground. Oh. I put it in the thumbnail, so I might as well show it off. The little backpack I got at GenCon, Has-Been Hotel.
Nice.
You can't. These were official merch, and you can't buy these anymore. That's why I bought it. I don't know how often I would even use this. It's one of those small backpacks. I don't know what much convenience I have for something like this.
You're shooting it. Shit that you think you would need, like on the go.
Well, I'm gonna use it when I go to Florida. I'm gonna use it when I go to Florida because, like, I think it's better than having that giant backpack walking around the parks the whole day and everything. And I'd rather use the only thing is, like, obviously I'm big, I got broader shoulders, so like the straps are like up here at the instead of like here, like a normal backpack. It's a little snug on my shoulders.
Does it got adjustable straps?
They're adjustable, but like I think I have them adjusted as because like Kat had to help me adjust them when I bought because I bought at the con I met Kat at. Kat had to help me adjust them. Actually, here, let me try and make sure I can get them as loose as they can get.
If you put it as loose as they can get, you could probably throw it over your shoulders.
I'm gonna. Okay. See, you can already tell just by looking at that right now. It's already not going to be. Actually, it's not actually as bad as I thought. It's actually not as bad as I thought at all. I think taking it off is going to be the problem, though. It's not as like.
Oh, I gotta get out of here. My break's over.
All right.
I'll see you guys.
It's not as take as much room. That's the reason why I like it. I know usually guys don't use these little backpacks, but I wanted it. I thought it was cute too. The little Halloween Vaggie and wait, I just realized I don't think Vaggie and Charlie are on the straps at all. They aren't. Like they're cut off. Like you can see like a little bit of I think that's Vaggie right there. Yeah, you can see a little bit of Vaggy right there. Oh my goodness! I just realized how cool this is. How much is this gonna work? Because I'm going to Halloween Horror Nights, and it's a Halloween themed backpack. I didn't even think about that. That is awesome. I didn't even think about that. And dude, this is like some quality material this thing's made out of.
By the way, I posted the photos and off-topic images if you want to look at it.
What, your senior photos?
Yeah, there's just some. Not all of them, but some.
But yeah, we have surpassed an hour.
Oh.
I was having fun talking. That's what happens with these streams. I really. Oh, by the way, you see that pile of clothes right up there?
Yeah.
Those are my shirts from GenCon. Those has-been shirts I got. I'm not wearing them right. I have them up there. I washed them separately from my rest of my clothes because like I don't want the images on those shirts getting messed up, so I washed them by themselves. Because one, they were expensive shirts, and like they were $60 altogether, and I got a free poster out of it. Oh, my poster I got, it's so annoying. Okay, I actually can show you. There's a printing error on the poster, and it annoys me so much. Here, wait, let me. Here, you see? Okay, look at the camera.
Looking.
You see the printing errors?
Yeah.
I specifically see it on this guy right here. See it? You see it, Ori?
Yeah.
That annoys me. So, look, Millie's head is extended and she has an extra horn.
Damn.
Alright, and then like Moxie's hair right there is like warped. Like, it is so annoying. But hey, it is what it is. Still a cool poster. If it bothers me that bad, I could probably cut it. But I don't want to mess it. I'll screw it up. I'll screw it up trying to cut that. But my favorite hell of a merch is still my Stolas plushie.
So this.
I'm actually considering buying the Blitz one secondhand because it's not sold anymore. I'm considering buying it secondhand. But that means I'm gonna pay twice what he was before. But like I hate having Stolas and not having Blitz. Oh no. He got in his fur. Is this thing machine washable? Probably not.
Anything's machine washable if you just put on cold and then let it air dry.
It doesn't say on the tag. I'm afraid of putting him in a wash though because I think it might mess up his shape. That might mess around with the foam on the stuffing on the inside and mess up his shape. I'm gonna put you. All right. But I think it's time to end this week's VC stream because I'm gonna take a nap after this. I only got like.
And you have a little date.
What?
And then you have a little date.
What are you talking about?
A date?
Update.
Later tonight, remember?
What are you talking about? Can I have a date?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna leave this off, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys
BTR.
in the next one.